So Santa Rosa. Thank you, thank you. I like it. She likes my guitar. You like my boots? Sweet. Thank you. My wife got them for me. You guys can go ahead and sit down, I guess. But listen, I'm going to tell you this quick story, and then you're going to have to jump back on your feet for this next one. And then you'll get to sit for a little bit here in a little bit. So we've got a church campus in Santa Rosa. And how many know that whole region it was devastating what happened to them last year? Yeah. And that church ended up becoming kind of the central place for many of the relief efforts that went out. They kind of based everything out of that church campus. And so I remembered seeing the images of things that neighborhoods that had burned down. And you know when you hear about something that happens on the news and it's a long way from you, you still connect to it, but maybe it connects to you in a different way when you know somebody who is directly affected by it. You know what I'm talking about? So when we were having staff members come to staff meeting and say, like, my house burned down. I lost everything. And pictures of their driveway. And all you could see was just two burnt up cars. And it was just, looked like some post-apocalyptic movie, but it was actually happening just right over here in our backyard where we have a church campus. And so fast forward the clock, and somebody was asking me earlier about getting inspiration for songwriting. And I was out in Nashville just after they had gotten things contained. And we wrote a song. Some friends of mine and I wrote a song. And they said, what would you like to write about? You got anything on your mind? And I said, well, gosh, there's all this devastation that's happened in Santa Rosa. And let's write something about it. And I said, but let's write something about it that's not down. But let's talk about what God does in situations like that. Let's keep our eyes on the future. Let's keep our eyes looking up and encourage people to focus on what God does, not on what's happening down here. And to remember all the things that are true about God. And that we can see God in the fire. But that we can also trust God in the fire. And that even better yet, we can praise God in the fire. And that we can acknowledge that no matter what's going on in our lives, no matter how dark it gets, no matter how bad things feel, we can know that God is always moving. That God is always standing right next to us. He's always with us. That God is always working, that He's always setting things right. So we wrote this song that talks about these things, and I hope you enjoy it. It's kind of an up song, so you might want to be standing up. I'm just saying, you can stay seated, but you'll be that awkward person staying seated while everybody's partying, talking about what God is doing. Come on, somebody. Let's do it. It's called Turn It Around.
I see you in the fire, I see you in the flames, I see you when the promise burns away. I see you in the dark, see you when it's hard, see you when my whole world falls apart. Yeah, yeah. I trust you in the fire, trust you in the flame, trust you when the promise burns away. I trust you in the dark, trust you when it's hard, trust you when my whole world falls apart. Yeah, come on. You make a way when there's no always working. I know you are standing by my side. I know you are always moving. I know you are making all things right. Come on.